Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will discuss about the Cauchy's integral theorem. The Cauchy's integral theorem, it states that if a function is analytic at all points interior to and on a simple closed contour C, then the integration over f of z dz, so this equal to 0. Suppose we are considering any Argand plane and the closed contour suppose lies here in this Argand plane and its direction is like this. This is our closed contour C. So, this theorem basically states that the function should be analytic. If the function is analytic in nature, it means it can be defined at all the points interior to and on a simple closed contour. It means that the function should be defined on the circumference and also interior to it. Then at this condition we can say that the integration f of z dz for the closed contour will be equal to 0. This is Cauchy's integral theorem. Clear? So, we have to prove this f of z integration, f of z dz integration over the closed contour should be equal to 0 for the simply connected region. So, we are now going to prove this simply connected region, and also I have already told you before, the multiply connected region, it can be converted to a simply connected region. That is why this is enough to prove for the simply connected region. Let this f of z be a single value, it has one value, and analytic function throughout a simply connected region R, and C be the closed path which lies entirely in the region R. Now, if I will write in a complex plane, the f of z can be written as this f of z equal to u of xy plus iota v of xy. Now, dz can be simply written as dz equal to dx plus I dy, as z equal to x plus iy is my complex number. Okay. So, we can write dz as dx plus I dy. Now, what we have to calculate? The integration over the closed contour f of z dz we want to calculate. So, this will be equal to, in place of f of z I have to write, this is first over the closed contour, f of z is u plus ib. So, again here I am writing u plus ib. So, simply I am writing u, and it is understood that u is the function of xy as well as v is the function of xy. So, I am simply writing u plus ib for f of z into the value of dz is dx plus I dy. Okay. This is dx plus I dy. Now, if I will multiply this two and I will separate the real term and the imaginary term, then this will be equal to u integration over the closed contour. This is for C, all are for C. The first term will be u into dx. So, this will be u dx, and you can see this will be iv into I dy, that will be minus I square will be minus v dy. So, this will be minus v into dy. So, our real term completed plus iota into integration over the closed contour C, this will be u into I dy. So, the first term will be u into dy, because already iota is taken common, and the second term will be, since I is taken common, so this will be plus v dx. So, this will be plus v into dx. Since these are the line integral, we can convert this into the surface integral by using the Stokes theorem, or we can say that from the Green's theorem we can convert this from the line integral to the surface integral. So, the theorem is the integration over the closed contour C, suppose p dx plus q dy, that will be equal to, this will be equal to the surface integral over dou q by dou x minus dou p by dou y whole into dx dy, dou p by dou y whole into dx dy. Now, if I will apply this theorem, this is suppose equation 2, This is equation 1. If I will apply this equation 2, that is our Green's theorem, in equation 1 what will happen? For the first part, this will be integration over C. The first term is u dx minus v dy. So, this will be equal to the surface integral over dou q by dou s. Here q is minus v. So, this will be minus dou v by dou x. Again this is minus dou by dou y of p is here. You can see p is here u. So, dou u by dou y and whole into dx dy. Clear? And also from the Cauchy's integral theorem we know, from the Cauchy-Riemann condition we know dou u by dou y, dou u equal to minus dou v by dou x. Okay, if I put this condition here, I need this equation only. So, dou u by dou y equal to minus dou v by dou x. If I put dou u by dou y here in place of minus dou v by dou x, so you can see that this dou u by dou y and minus dou u by dou y get cancelled and this equation or this integration goes to 0. If I put minus in place of minus dou v by dou x, if I put dou u by dou y, then this dou u by dou y and this dou u by dou y get cancelled. So, the integration goes to 0. So, this is nothing but the first part, or this is the real part of this term, it goes to 0. Now, we will calculate for the imaginary part, that is u dy plus v dx we will take. So, this u dy integration over the closed contour C, u dy plus v dx. Here you can see that u dy plus this is your v dx term. Now, if I will compare this term with this equation 2, for the dx coefficient, the coefficient of dx is v here. So, p is v and q is here u. So, this is the double integration over dou by dou x of, this is q. Q means this is the coefficient of dy. So, the dy coefficient is u. So, this will be u minus dou by dou y of p. P means this is the coefficient of dx. So, that will be v and whole into dx into dy. Clear? Now, again applying the Cauchy-Riemann condition, that is dou u by dou x equal to dou v by dou y. This is also the Cauchy-Riemann condition. This is in your Cartesian form. If I will put this here in place of dou u by dou x, if I will replace this by dou v by dou y, you can see that this two term get cancelled and this term also goes to 0. So, if I will put this value in equation 1, you can see that now this term also goes to 0. So, finally, you can write that f of z dz equal to 0. Since both the real part and the imaginary part goes to 0. So, finally, we can write the integration over f of z dz equal to 0. Integration over the closed path, this f of z dz equal to 0. So, this is the Cauchy's integral theorem. That is this Cauchy's integral theorem, f of z dz integration equal to 0. It is the integral of an analytic function over any closed contour lying entirely in a simply this is for your simply connected region we have calculated. So, I am saying that this is for the simply connected region, the function f of z dz goes to 0, and similarly it can be proved for the multiply connected region. That means for both simply connected region and multiply connected region, Cauchy's integral theorem satisfies. So, this is all for today. Thank you.